What's up, everybody? It's me, Matt, with Morning Hookah, and I have been scratching my head in an effort to try to figure out exactly what to do a video about because I'm waiting for some things to come in to do a new video series. And I don't want to spoil anything on what it's going to be about or anything, but I was thinking that I have the perfect topic for today's video. And the video for today is I wanted to talk about a brand that I really enjoy, that I've talked about a little bit on the channel before, but I thought I should talk a little bit more about. And the brand in question for today's video and today's discussion is Eternal Smoke. That's right. I want to talk to you guys about Eternal Smoke. You probably already know my extreme love for the flavor chilled wine, because I've talked about it many times and how much I enjoy it and how it does not taste like scabacho or any sort of tomato-based soup, as a couple other community members may have you believe. But this is just a wonderful taste of grape, both green, black, red grapes. Like, it's just this wonderful medley of grape flavors and a little bit of cooling in the background. I have a whole video review on chilled wine if you want to go and watch that one. But I want to talk about some other flavors from Eternal Smoke that I really like. I want to talk about Midnight Passion. Midnight Passion is a sour cherry, mint, and lemon flavor that is a very phenomenal flavor, not just to smoke by itself, but also for mixing reasons, which is kind of what we're going to be doing today. Obviously, everybody loves Lime Lit. Lime Lit has garnered a little bit of a cult following on Facebook and other places on the internet when it comes to Eternal Smoke. A lot of people like it. I know a lot of people like Peach Lit. Like, I know of people that like it, but I don't feel like it gets talked about very much. And it's a flavor that I think honestly should be talked about more, especially in the upper echelon of like Eternal Smoke, because even though it's definitely peach rings and it's not like natural peach flavor, it's still a very good peach flavor, and it has a wonderful minty, icy background to it as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the Eternal Smoke Midnight Passion, which is cherry, mint, and lemon, Lime Lit in it. And we're also going to put a little bit of the peach lit in it as well, because I think the peach is really, really sweet. And the neat thing about this Midnight Passion is the cherry is not like a Bing cherry. It's not like a cherry that's used for like pie filling, or like a syrupy cherry. It's a very true to life type cherry flavor. The mint is definitely a very minor tone to this in general, and then the lemon is a background tone as well. The cherry is the strongest part of this, and it's already a not super sweet flavor in this mixture. So I think that the cherry, peach, and lemon, that's kind of the key flavors in this, are going to sing, and it's going to be a very, very good mix. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and while we're doing the mix of it, we're also going to be talking about a couple of the reasons why I really enjoy Eternal Smoke as a brand and as tobacco that I enjoy to smoke in my hookah. So let's get down into it. So a lot of people already know this about Eternal Smoke, but they are a Turkish tobacco. Their home base is out of Orlando, Florida. They're a United States company in the terms of like how they are branding themselves and how they get exposure for the people that you can directly talk to. They're one of the brands that you can like really communicate with individual members of their team. One of the people that I've gotten to know over the years is a guy named Joe. He's a very good guy. He works hand in hand with Eternal Smoke with marketing, and he's just a good all-around guy. But he's always been there for answering questions. We've interviewed him on the podcast back in the AM Hookah days. But yeah, it's just they're a very down-to-earth brand that's willing to talk to the community. They're willing to take risks as well. They're partnering up with Hookah Battle to do the Eternal Smoke Tricks challenge thing that's happening as well, which is pretty exciting. They're international, and obviously their tobacco itself is a Turkish tobacco, but they're also getting into the other markets, such as the UK. I believe if they have not already gotten to Germany or Russia, I know that they're definitely going to make their way over there as well. They are a blonde leaf tobacco. They are a mild washed tobacco, from my understanding from conversations that I've had. Some flavors are more washed than other tobaccos. They're a very nice cut and consistency, which is something that I really appreciate. I really like the cut of the tobacco. I really like the golden the really bright goldenness to the tobacco as well. But I really like their tobacco. It's very easy to work with, and when it comes to actually smoking and packing the bowl for the tobacco, something that I really appreciate is the fact that you can do a lot with it. You can pack it pretty heavy, you can pack it pretty light. You're going to get different key notes depending on how you kind of pack it and what you mix with it, which I really think is a fun versatility to the tobacco as well. Overall, it's just it's a good tobacco that I would consider to be a beginner, intermediate level brand tobacco. Because I think that anybody, and when I say intermediate, it really kind of ranges the gambit between like literally just started smoking hookah to has been smoking hookah for a very, very long time. Like, you don't have to be somebody that doesn't know what they're doing to enjoy it, and you don't have to be somebody that like has like the expert tongue of tobacco and the understandings of the nuance of the flavors. You don't need to be that person, okay? You don't need to like have a huge tobacco tolerance to appreciate this. Like, this really sings on a lot of different areas because the flavors are strong. It's a very long-lasting tobacco, and honestly, like, it just has a lot of range. You can find a lot of very unique flavors. I know people that love the cookies and cream flavor. I know people that love the pistachio flavor. I myself, as I've said many times before, I love chilled wine. It's so good. It's so difficult for me to be talking about Eternal Smoke right now and not smoking chilled wine. But I thought it was important to highlight some other flavors and talk about those as well, because I think that these are flavors that you guys definitely deserves to know about. And if you have not given the opportunity to try, you should at least consider trying these flavors out. So let's go ahead and let's get to the bowl, man. It's time to start smoking. What's not to like about Eternal Smoke? Honestly, like, I've just become such a fan of their brand over the years, and through trying all their flavors out, I've just really enjoyed the wide selection and variety that they have. Now, there is some stuff that I wish that they did have. I wish they had just a pure mint flavor. I would love to try a absolute mint from them, because I think that they would do a good job with a really good blonde style washed tobacco, strong mint. I would like to see what their interpretation of that would be. I'm sure it'd be something sweet. I could see them doing a gum mint really well. But as of now, they don't just have like a pure mint flavor. They have the entire Lit series. And the Lit series has a bunch of the different flavors that they have mixed with mint undertones to them. And they have a lot of mint like throughout the entire line and stuff like that, but they don't just have a mint flavor. I'd also like to see what their taste of a cola would be. I'd love to see what a soda flavor from them would taste like. I think that they would nail it and do a great job with it. I'd like to taste what that would be. They're so consistent on their flavors, though. They do such a good job continuously of producing very good flavors. Always. I've never got a bad batch of Eternal Smoke. I've never got something and thought like, oh, well, that wasn't as good as it has been in the past. No, it's always been very good from every time that I've ever ordered it. And then when it comes to the smokability of it, my God, it's so tasty. Like, you taste the flavors so strong, and then the clouds that you can produce with Eternal Smoke are honestly second to none. They're very, very good clouds. Just phenomenal clouds. And the flavors come through so well, and this is doing a lot of what I wanted to do. I'll be like, I'm pretty happy with this mix, because the cherry, which is still a very subdued cherry by nature, like it's not a dull flavor, it's just a very subdued cherry flavor, like that's the flavor profile of it, because it's a dark cherry, it's a sour cherry. Mixing with that peach flavor, it's bringing the peach ring flavor down a notch. And then the lime in the background for the lime lit is like, it's bringing it all back up a little bit. So it's this great balance of very sweet flavors mixed with these citrus notes as well. It's a fantastic mix. Midnight Passion, peach lit, lime lit go together like peanut butter and jam and another jam. It's a fantastic mixture. I wanted to share a little bit of what it is that I really enjoy when it comes to Eternal Smoke, my thoughts about, and that's kind of what this is. These are my thoughts about Eternal Smoke. I'd like to do these sorts of videos on other brands as well, to give my thoughts on some other brands. And that's basically what this is. I wanted to highlight a couple of the flavors, do a mix with them, talk about them for a little while, show how it is that I like to pack it, and then smoke a little bit with you as well. If there are some videos that you'd like to see, or a certain kind of content that you'd like to see on the channel, maybe make sure you drop a comment down below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the video, and most importantly, share the video. Let other people know what it is we're doing here at Morning Hookah. Spread the word of Morning Hookah, which will allow me to make even more fantastic videos like this one right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it as always. Make sure you're subscribed so you know what's happening next right here on Morning Hookah. And until next time, I'll see you when the smoke clears.